All right, welcome back to the American Women Podcast. About to talk about celebrities. So we did a recap earlier. Oh yeah, like, subscribe, and comment below. Earlier we did a recap talking about the whole Kim K and Kanye West situation. So pretty much where we left off is she ended up finalizing the divorce early because she was dealing with all this drama and stuff with Kanye West. So now she's officially single, and Kanye West is still trying to I don't know what he's trying to do or whatever, but he's dating a new girl that looks just like her, and she's still with Pete Davidson. So Kim Kardashian is an American woman, believe it or not. But and she's a California girl, so that's a whole different type of American woman.
Mm,
Um,
that's a subcategory of American women. It's the California women.
yeah. So what do you think about this Kim Kardashian situation is she's is because what I feel like is she's being too passive and stuff, because if Kanye West wasn't this billionaire or whatever, he would already got a restraining order and all this other stuff. But since he's a billionaire and he's like by plenty of people, people are just letting it slide, and then she's being all nice or whatever about it. What do you think that's going on through the psyche of Kim Kardashian? Is she's trying to be nice about everything, or she's like sub dissing him, trying to be spiteful with the whole Pete Davidson? What do you
I
think?
think that Kanye loves his kids very much, and he's worried about their upbringing and their future because Pete Davidson might not be the best role model. And I think Kim K is a little bit crazy, and she's probably using the children just as a tool to get revenge on Kanye because she's spiteful like that. And then with Pete Davidson, like he's always got bloodshot eyes, like he's always on some pills and stuff. And so I think that he might be a little bit, messed up. Like he might be out of his mind like all the time where he's just hallucinating. He don't even know where he is because sometimes he'll just be stuttering his words. When I see him in interviews and stuff, like he can't even talk, he can't even form sentences together. And so but Pete Davidson says his life is threatened and he's in danger because of Kanye's actions. Okay, why isn't Kanye in danger? I'm sure Kanye's getting death threats, so how come that's not Pete Davidson's fault? So, but it is weird how Kanye now is just dating another woman that looks just like Kim K. Like, does that mean he's still in love with her? Because probably, like, why would you just be with another woman that's like a lookalike, like a body double of Kim K? Like, obviously, he's still in love with Kim K, or else he would have just got with some other woman that's not like an identical twin to Kim K. So that's kind of weird. But I think that Kanye is like super emotional because he is a genius in just the sense that of his entrepreneurial work and his musical artistic work that he's done is obvious. Like he's savant level, IQ level, like when it comes to certain things. Like, yeah, he definitely has his problems and stuff, but I think because he is so genius and so smart and so high IQ in certain ways, it also makes him like super emotional to where he like will be acting out. And so like it's like detrimental to his relationships. And so like he'll be handling things wrong with Kim K, and then he'll be going off on Pete Davidson for like no reason. So I think it's not just one side is wrong. I think both are at fault, but who's more at fault, hard to say. And then there's another element where I think that who knows if they're not just communicating and coordinating with each other, and they're like, oh, this is going to be top story, this is going to be in all the tabloids, this is going to be all over social media, we're going to create some beef. And then and then here we are on the American Women podcast talking about the situation, promoting their brands, promoting their views on their videos, promoting the likes on their social media. So is there a hidden agenda? I don't know, hard to say. Probably not though, because celebrity couples always do have issues. But I'm not saying I'm on Kim's side. I'm not saying I'm Pete Davidson's side. I'm not saying I'm on Kanye's side. I just think that it's interesting to analyze the mindset of what's going on in these celebrities, because Kim K is one of the most popular, prominent American women figureheads in the whole country. And so this is one of the top stories that we're talking about right now here, Carlos.
And it's interesting because now she's saying she want a normal relationship with a normal guy. She don't want to be all in the tabloids and then the man getting all the attention and everything. She wants a simple, quiet lifestyle. And then the internet exposed her for talking shit about Chris Humphreys or whatever, because he wanted to settle down. He's a country boy and stuff. And then he would have been perfect for her, but she wanted more than that. And she even clowned him for being some country boy. And then he got back out. I mean, he got back at her talking about I forgot what he said about her. Oh yeah, he humbled her. He was like, you just some chick in Beverly Hills that used to work at a boutique store or whatever. Like, what are you talking about? So I guess I don't know, because this reflects on the American women's psyche, where they want this public celebrity relationship or whatever. They want to be out in the limelights and stuff, and then when they finally get it, they're like, nah, I want it more simple now and stuff. And that's okay, but you can't, like, it's a way that you transition from lifestyles and people. You can't just get married and have kids and then be together for years and be like, oh, I give up. And it's free will that you could do that, but you can't get mad when a dude start acting crazy when you just basically gave your whole life to this guy, devoted to this guy. Both of them are very religious, so it's like, this is a serious relationship. Even though they're both clowns, it's a serious relationship. And they just like, she's like, oh, I changed my mind, I don't want to do this. And he has pushed her to the edge, but she knew what she was signing up for, and he knew what he was signing up for. So it's interesting. But another relationship I could keep you updated on is the whole Nicki Minaj thing. You know about her husband?
I heard a little bit about it. Tell the viewers and the audience a little bit about what's going on with this. This is crazy.
Well, her husband, what's his name? Petty. I forgot his first name, but he Mr. Petty. He's, I don't know what he does. I think he probably just a hustler or whatever, making money by any means and stuff. I don't know what type of job he has or whatever, but he's a lot of people don't know a lot about him or whatever, but he's not a celebrity. And then Nicki Minaj is this superstar, and then she was dating Meek Mill. Who was she dating before that? Safari. And then she just ended up just dating just a regular guy. She her ex or whatever that she grew up with or used to date a long time ago, and then settle down and have a kid. And I wanted to bring that up because she's basically having the simple lifestyle, whatever. She doesn't have no guy that's like a celebrity or whatever, but he's a registered sex offender. So every time they travel, he has to register with the state or some shit like that. And then there's been a few times where he's been arrested, and then everybody's online. It's like fucking up her image because everybody's like talking shit about her. She's like basically embarrassing herself. And I don't understand why women go all the way back to their ex when she's a superstar. She could date pretty much anybody she want almost, and like date a guy that's just like him but even better, or date a guy without any legal problems and stuff. But she has a kid and she looks happy. But why do you think that these successful women go downgrade themselves?
I don't know. It could be just like a self-sabotage, self-inflicted wound type of situation where they do have pretty much everything in their life that they want. And so they feel like they don't deserve it for some reason. And then so they do something where they pick a boyfriend or a girlfriend that's not actually right for them. Where, like you were saying, she's a superstar. She could literally, and it's almost when you get to that level, to that status where you could just have an arranged marriage, because you could be like, look, legally and financially, it makes sense. You're a doctor, you're a lawyer, whatever. I'm a famous musician, I'm a famous artist. We could be a power couple. So what do you think? Or you could have a matchmaker set you up with somebody. But yeah, it is interesting how she goes for some guy who has a lot of problems and troubles in his past. And then, like you said, it's affecting her image, and it's causing her troubles with her business. And so, but I think that is probably like a self-sabotage thing, or maybe she's just deeply in love. That's what they say. Love makes you do crazy things. American women are no different. If they fall in love, they fall in love. They can't help themselves. And so maybe it's just one of those situations where she fell for a guy, and we all have baggage. We all have skeletons in the closet. We all have demons in our past. And it just so happened to be that's the situation. She wasn't necessarily like even looking for love. It just came and found her. And so a lot of these American women, even the superstars like Kim K or Nicki Minaj, stuff just kind of happens, and they didn't necessarily plan for it to happen like that. But that's just how life will be throwing you curveballs like you're talking about. And so I think that possibly she might have just came across a person who she hit it off with. They had good chemistry, and they got more serious into their relationship. They got more intimately involved, and then now she's finding out things about him, and so maybe she's second guessing things now. But it is interesting to think that, oh, Nicki Minaj, she's with this guy. Why wouldn't she be with somebody else? But it's easy to say that when the shoe's on the other foot, but you don't know what she's thinking in her mind. But that's why here on the American Women podcast, we like to just talk about it and analyze and say, oh, maybe this is what's going on. But what do you guys think who are listening to the podcast right now? Leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you think about Nicki Minaj. Why is she with this guy?
And that's interesting because they are the breadwinners. Kim Kardashian is the breadwinner compared to Pete Davidson, and Nicki Minaj is the breadwinner compared to Mr. Petty. And so I don't know if I think they got married before they had the kid with Nicki Minaj. So this I could talk about another celebrity power couple that just came out of nowhere. Rihanna and ASAP Rocky.
Oh,
yeah. And she's pregnant, which is okay, but she's the breadwinner. She's making billions, and then he's successful, but he's not making nowhere close to her or whatever. And they look like a good couple, but why didn't they get married? That's interesting because she used to date the I forgot the dude name. It's the Saudi guy that owns Toyota or something like that. She had a relationship with him, and then I think the parents didn't like her image because they're really traditional, probably Muslim, of course, but they didn't like the way she show her body off and stuff. So that relationship ended, and now she's in a relationship with ASAP Rocky, and they look good together, and she has a kid on the way, but I don't understand why they didn't get married. And she's from I guess she's an American woman now. She's Americanized, but she's originally from Barbados. But I'm not sure. I don't understand why would she not get married before the kid.
And ASAP's from Harlem. Mm-hmm. And so it's interesting why they didn't get married, but they might not believe in marriage. I'm actually questioning marriage myself because I think it's more of a legal contract and less about love. Because why can't you just get married in the church, and why do you have to sign paperwork with the state? Like, if a pastor just pronounces you husband and wife and you're married under God, if you're a religious person, then in my opinion, that's married. But, oh, you didn't have your marriage license, so the government didn't approve your marriage. And so maybe they didn't get married for that type of reason. But I don't know, but I think that's another power couple where they're probably good together because they're very similar, where they're both artists, they're both musicians, they're both rappers. And so and they're both good looking, American woman, American man. And so I think they're a good couple for sure. But yeah, they got a baby on the way. I think that they definitely need to do good by this baby and try and stay together and not get separated. Like a lot of these celebrity marriages just end up in separation. But we definitely will be monitoring that situation with ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. But I'm not sure why they didn't get married. That's an open question. I'm gonna have to do some more research into that. Comment below, anyone watching the podcast, if you have any information or if you have any knowledge, or if you have any links to inform the people about what's going on with that situation of the marriage of ASAP Rocky and Rihanna.
And it's interesting because she's the breadwinner. So usually in situations like that, it's like, oh, she's on a come up. She got let's say she got the dude pregnant. She got pregnant from the guy, so she gonna get some money and all this stuff or whatever. It's not that situation. So it's hard to judge the situation because she doesn't have any leeching intentions. Another topic, a celebrity topic I wanted to talk about is Future. The internet and everybody still demonizes Future for being this player type of guy, but women are still talking to him and stuff like nothing has ever happened. So do American women really I don't understand, because Future, he never like he always been expressing himself. He always been true to himself. If anything, he'll be like the most honest man that's out there. He lives his lyrics or whatever what he rap about, and he lives this certain type of lifestyle, and he caters to women and treat women right, and he take care of his kids. I think he got 11 kids, but he take care
Wow.
of his kids financially and stuff, and then he's still getting demonized. And it's like, I don't understand the whole point of demonizing him if women are still talking to him. So I don't understand the I guess what I'm trying to say is why American women aren't holding other American women accountable for still talking to this guy if he's so toxic and such a bad influence. Why are they not calling out the women that's trying to get a one up on him or try to get a financial jackpot from him?
I think that, like you were saying, he's honest and upfront about his intentions with the American women that he's dating. And so it'd be different if he was trying to be sly and if he was trying to be deceitful and deceptive with what he was trying to do with women as far as their relationship status. And he's like trying to lie to them and be like, oh, I love you. I want to marry you. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. But Future's not doing that. Obviously, they know like he's just trying to stay single, but he does like, to have different relationships with different women. And so as long as he's not lying to women and he's being real with them and just telling them up front, like, look, I just want to be friends. But I think we should still be able to have fun. I want to take you out. Then that's completely fine. And so there's really nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, as long as he's not trying to lie to them and act like he's in love, but he's really not. So I think as long as he's being real and being genuine, then that's completely fine. So it really falls down to the different women that he's talking to are probably falling in love with him because they think, oh, well, yeah, he just wants to be friends, but maybe something more will come of it. And so they have these extra expectations out of the situation, which there was already an initial understanding about. And so then they get mad, even though they know he was already telling them, like, look, I don't want anything serious. And so, honestly, I just think that just be real, be upfront, and Future's not doing nothing wrong, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they trying to slow him down or sabotage his whole dating life, and it's not working. And I don't understand why American women do that. They get mad at a
Haters.
situation and then they'll try to stop it or call this dude a player, and they're really projecting because American women are the players. These fuck boys are these guys that play women, learn from women. All they doing is reflecting what women do. Like, how they'll show movies or shows or whatever where a guy is like talking to like 5 girls at once. That's normal for American women. They always have guys on deck. They always have at least like 10 or 6 guys where they have a choice to talk to.
Mm.
They probably not interested in them, but they'll still have them on deck to whatever, for whatever reason, to like fucking boost their ego or stroke their ego or something like that. But American women are known to talk to multiple men, and it's not a secret anymore. So when they see a man doing it, they really like try to demonize them, and then it's like they got it from you. There's a story for every fuckboy. There's a story where there's a few girls that he dated that was like talking to them and then just flip the script and then talk to somebody else. So they're just doing the same thing they're doing.
And honestly, women that are going to be dating Future, they know the deal. I mean, come on. Future is not trying to wife you up. Or maybe he might want that in the future, pun intended. But right now, Future just wants to be single and just have friends. There's nothing wrong with that as long as he's upfront and he's genuine about it. So I think these women are just haters. They're just salty. It's like hate the game, don't hate the player, or hate the player, not the game, whatever the saying is. But these American women, I think, like you were saying, they're just trying to bring Future down and trying to ruin his name, just because even though there was an upfront understanding that they were just going to be friends and it wasn't really meant to be nothing serious. And then even though they knew that up front, after the fact, they're still mad about it because they had some other kind of thoughts about what it was supposed to be in their mind. And so I think that for women watching the podcast, just know the intentions and don't have any extra expectations, because that can lead to bad feelings, bad blood, and possibly anger or depression or sadness. And so, but as far as Future, I like his music a lot. He's dating a lot of different American women. More props to him. And hey, maybe if he wants to settle down in the future and actually have just one woman that he's monogamous with, maybe he'll do that. But for the time being, he don't want to do that. So what's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's adult fun. One more take will be Bill Gates and his ex-wife. I forgot her name. Melinda?
Oh, Melinda Gates.
That's right, Melinda. She had an interview recently and she explained that she couldn't deal with the infidelity and cheating and stuff. So my question is, because they have a family together and they was married and stuff, they have kids, but why are women dealing with cheaters like this whole, and we just talked about the whole Future thing or whatever, they demonizing these guys for being players and cheaters, and then when they're in a relationship with a player and cheater, instead of them just leaving, they'll just stay there, and then like eventually they're like, all right, I'm done, I don't understand. And it's not like she broke or
Yeah.
don't have money, like she needs his money, she's successful on her own by herself.
Well,
So I
I
don't
think it's
understand.
also a situation where Bill Gates wasn't upfront about having multiple partners. I think that, am I right about this? I'm not sure about the exact details. Maybe you know more than me,
And
but I think
why
that,
isn't the women demonizing Bill Gates? He's doing basically what they say Future is doing. So why isn't he's the poster child and on these memes about playing women?
but I think Future is more upfront about saying like, yes, I'm not trying to be in a exclusive relationship with you. Yes, I do have multiple partners. I think Bill Gates wasn't like that. I think he was just saying like, oh no, I only love you. You're my only wife. And then behind her back, he's going and sleeping with these other women and stuff.
This,
And so that's another reason why, I think she's more justified in saying like, oh, you're a scumbag for cheating on me. Whereas Future is more upfront and honest about things. Bill Gates was trying to just like have his cake and eat it too, and just lying about things. And it may just be me, I don't know, but Bill Gates kind of gives me like a creepy vibe. He kind of has this like sinister look about him to where he might be doing something nefarious or malicious behind the scenes. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he kind of has that like supervillain energy about him. And so I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but that's another reason why Melinda is probably like, oh man, Bill Gates like has got this like vampire energy. Like I don't really like him no more. Like I'm probably just gonna leave him now. And so I say probably that's a good thing, just because Bill Gates is a little bit on the creepy side, just because he has like this kind of like weird smile, like a little smirk, like he's like doing something sneaky or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But
It's like a
but she also
so,
stated on the interview
mm,
about the sketchy relationship between Bill Gates and Epstein and stuff. So I'm like, you already knew about all this stuff.
mm.
So now all of a sudden you're trying to divorce them. You should have divorced them a long time ago. So I don't understand why um, American women set these standards of taking no bullshit from any men and stuff. And then when they get in a relationship or whatever, then they just take the bullshit for years. And then finally, just the whole passive aggressive thing, finally, they're like, oh, I'm breaking up with him. He not shit. I'm like, he never been shit. How long does it take you to realize or know your self-worth? Because that's all they preach about in America is like women empowerment and self-worth. And then they'll get in a relationship and just stay there in a bullshit relationship and get disrespected for
Mm.
years.
So Carlos, Melinda Gates, she's single now. She's one of the most powerful, rich American women out there in the country right now. Would you hook up with her? Yes or no? A, because she's hot, or is she not hot? And B, because of her status and power and money, would you potentially date a woman that is that rich?
And the answer is she would never give me a chance. So that's the correct answer. She's
You're
gonna talk
probably
to
right about
me.
that, my friend.
She's gonna talk to me, and then probably like 30 seconds in the conversation, like, okay, nice to meet you, and then go. And there's nothing
Mm.
wrong with that. But I
Unless
date
there's a
women.
situation where, these rich women, they want like the pool boy or something type of situation where they just want to fling.
I would date wealthy American women. I dated plenty of um American women with wealthy parents, and it's one thing that turns me off from them. They'll try to talk down to you, and I don't like
Mm.
that. They'll talk down to other people and talk down to you. Like this one girl I dated or whatever, she could like get like $10,000 from her dad just instantly. She just call her dad and get money like that, and then she just start talking down to like waitresses and stuff when we go out, or
Really?
like drive through people, and then it just manifests into her talking down to me. So I'm like, I can't deal with that or whatever. And then I'm not the type of person that will like leech off the money or live off a girl or whatever. So I had my own independence. So it wasn't nothing like I'm using this chick or taking the money for advantage. So it's like a lot of successful, wealthy American women are egotistical. And I can't date a girl that's egotistical. I'm real down to earth. And I unlike these American women, when I set my standards, I have a breaking point to where I'm gonna end up breaking up with her within a month of the bullshit. I'm not gonna wait 10 years and be like, oh, this chick wasn't shit. It's about a month or probably like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't like the condescending attitude. I don't like that at all. Okay, Kim K, would you date her or would you not?
Not.
Okay, Rihanna, yes or no?
No. All these women wouldn't give me a chance anyway.
Nicki
But
Minaj, yes
hypothetically,
or no? Is it a straight no? Four no's?
no.
Four no's from Carlos. What is your take on that, audience? All the guys listening out there,
I think I'm
yes
capping.
or
I got
no?
cap on
Nicki
it. We're like,
Minaj, Kim K, Melinda Gates. Would you date them or would you not? Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Is that a yes or is that a no? I want to know what you think. Give us some feedback in the comment section.
and I'm not going on looks. I'm just going on personality. Like they'll just
Hmm.
like talk down to me and just like be like shitty people or whatever. But I do have
Oh,
a celebrity crush, and I already told you I won't let the public know. I have to date her first to see how if her mind matches her body. But yeah, but I'll be in the future when I'm famous and successful. We'll see. But you could close it off. We did our celebrity edition. We did that fast. That seemed like this was damn 5 minutes.
All right, that wraps up the American Women Podcast, episode 15 on this March 11th, 2022 edition, featuring me, your host, Austin Perry, and my co-host, Carlos Campbell. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please share this video, send it through text message, send it through email. If you're watching on YouTube, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, the American Women Podcast. Leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought. Give us some feedback. We love reading the comments. We always respond. We always reply. And I want to encourage everyone, please visit my website, which is austinperry.com. You can find all of my videos and all of my artwork. I do paintings and illustrations. You can also find merchandise for sale. So check it out, austinperry.com. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. Carlos, did you want to share where people can find and link with you online?
Follow me on IG, Mechfrza, MECHFRZA, and then the other links to my other social sites is in the bio. Thank y'all so much for joining the American Women Podcast. Women, we need y'all on the show. Come to the show. We need y'all
Yes.
because we're just saying our opinions. All right, we're out.